All right, guys, welcome back. Let's go over some stuff today. I want to talk about the value being at zero. So, if you are an OG holder, you know that when this went from Torchlight to whatever that first code was, I forget what the ticker was. It went to zero value. It just had nothing there. There was no dollar. There was there was no trading. There was no cents. No nothing. So that part of it is completely and totally normal for when it goes into something that's not going to be tradable. So do not panic over that. I know some people are panicking. I get it. You see 50 grand in your account, go bye-bye. That can be fucking scary, okay? Don't panic. That's what happens. It is what it is. They're gonna have to reconcile these books, and that's what they're doing. So today was the distribution date. Basically, they're saying 5 to 7 days is what TD Ameritrade is telling people. So by the time they reconcile the books, they're alleging they're going to have your shares in there in 5 to 7 days. Here's the problem, baby. I don't think they're going to have them. This thing is not over. This will be sparked up when this is over. And I ain't heard no fat lady, okay? When we hear the fat lady, that's when we go to the Grand Poobah. This is my friend brought this back from the Kentucky Derby for me. But we're waiting on the fat lady. It is what it is. So value at zero, we got that. Reconcile the books. How about not taking any credit for this, because he's the best fucking attorney in the business when it comes to this short share fighting Wall Street nonsense. But Berta is in contact and is meeting with Wes Christian. That is exactly what we need, my friend. Maybe this could be the one that turns this thing around. I'm really trying to stay positive. I get it, man. The AMC community did it, and when it all fell apart, everybody kind of just went their own way. And I heard some YouTubers on there today. I heard a YouTuber, let me rephrase that, a YouTuber today say, oh, I'm going to move on from metamaterials. Basically exactly what the AMC guys did when the AMC thing was over. With that said, I don't think any of these freaking plays ever ended. I just think they figured out a way to skirt the system. We know that now. They're tokenizing friggin' shares, which is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. There's probably some weird verbiage where they can move it to a different currency, and then they call tokens a currency. It's like fucking made up, man. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. Berta meeting with Christian is freaking awesome. I'm stoked. Rosa files another lawsuit. Big update on that. So she got shot down because apparently she didn't file a complaint with FINRA. So she files a complaint, refiles, and hopefully she gets back in front of the same judge. Now, for those of you who were, oh, this has got no teeth and blah, blah, blah. Rosa, I am sticking up for you, my girl. I'm telling you right now. Number one, she's right. Let me see yours. Let's compare notes. Number one. Number two, it's a fucking emergency injunction. I talked to my friend, who is a paralegal, okay? Paralegal degree. And he says, dude, that's exactly what emergency injunctions are. He's like, these things are thrown together. The judges know they're not going to have every single little thing in it. So this is why I said, is she going to get everything she asked for in it? No, probably not. But if it's enough to raise an eyebrow, just enough, maybe it's enough to buy some time. Buy some time for what? Buy some time to get, apparently Lauer is going on with Gensler tomorrow. Apparently Berta's meeting with Christian. How about that? How about let's build and use the time we have to go in that direction? This is definitely different Because I think this is unprecedented. I don't think this has happened before. And I don't think this has happened before. I don't think the U3 halt's been used 3 times in history. Twice for 1 day, and the third time it was for 6 days. FINRA stepped in and halted it, took away your last 2 days of trading. Now remember, when the SEC approved this thing and FINRA approved it as well, with the dates that were in there, they basically, by approving that, reserved your right to change your mind on whether or not you wanted to go to NextBridge. You had a right to change your mind. The 12th was supposed to be the last day of trading. That's it. That's what was in the paperwork. That's what it should have been. And I think this one's got more teeth than anything that's been to court for it that we know of in the public in recent years. That's huge, big deal. Hit piece on AMC today. What a fucking joke, man. The title of the article today is Metamaterials named in lawsuit. Not even fucking close, dude. Not even close. And I think it might have even said in pump and dump scandal. Yeah, but not in a bad way. They're not being accused of anything. Okay? And it wasn't even their ticker. It was prior to it becoming Metamaterials. It was Torch. So this right here just goes to show you that the media is bought and paid for by fucking Wall Street, dude. This is the fact that they've corrupted this system so bad, and we actually have people fighting for it, is amazing. I love the fact that there's people fighting to stop this nonsensical corruption that's going on in this. I'm going to take this from this is what we need. I thought of this today. We need one of these guys, one of these big guys sitting on the top of one of these floors at one of these hedge funds to have a Jerry Maguire moment. What do you mean? Okay? They've been having Jerry Maguire moments, Rob. They just been fucking yelling, "Show me the money," for all these fucking years, robbing us. Okay? I got you. But what if we had just one guy, have a bad slice of pizza, drink too many Coronas, and wake up and grow a fucking conscience? How about that? How about that? How about somebody on that side of this grow a fucking conscience? At what point is, like, there too much money? When do you have too much money? These guys are killing me, man. They're destroying the country. They're destroying the working class for sure with this bullshit. If you wipe away everybody's savings, and that's what your goal is, what happens when you get to the point where we're in a depression, inflation goes through the roof, retail's all poor, and you got nobody else to steal from? Then what? I mean, this whole thing, man, is nuts. Keep fighting the bigger fight. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Write your senators. Frickin' keep reaching out to the broadcasts. I'm hoping somebody gets a hold of Rogan. Somebody has got to have a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who knows Rogan, and we gotta get Berta on Joe Rogan. Berta comes out the other day on Al from Boston. Al from Boston, big shout out, bro. I'm a fan. I love you, and I see now why you turned the comments off. I've been getting way more positive than negative, so I'll leave them on. But yeah, that's it for today. I mean, that's all I can think of at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. So John Berta tweets out today that it looks like they're trying to trade these as bonds. I don't know how that's going to play out. I think this thing is getting so public that somebody's going to make somebody make a deal. I think there's going to be a deal here. And the more I think about this share count, right, the more I think about how I think that part of it is going to work in our favor. So if there's 500 million possible shares of NextBridge, there's only 165. We'll just go over here, 165, right? But the 165, you got to remember, we only hold 49% of that Oro Grande, right? So for simple number terms, let's just say it's 50%, right? So if our 165 is 50%, we have to reserve 165 for the other 50% if we were to ever sell the land. So let's do the math. That's 130 million. That only leaves 170 million shares to buy from their side. So not only are they going to have to pay up big time if they only oversold at 170, not only are they going to have to pay for that, but they're going to have to pay for the fact that you're eating up all the shares for us to raise any capital on. This thing could get nasty. This thing could get nasty. I'm keeping my head up. Another thing, one more thing. Meta Materials got hit today with a special maintenance percentage of 300%. Interesting. I've seen stocks. I trade on a legit broker. I use Lightspeed. I will tell you this. I've seen stocks go 100% maintenance. I have personally not seen any stocks go 300% maintenance. Got a letter today, a text message rather, from a friend who apparently Googled this, and the last time a stock had that was when GME went from 25 to 50. So there could be fireworks on this thing. I think that about the time that hit was when you kind of saw Meta climb a little bit. I would imagine that one of two things is going on behind the scenes. Either A, they know this TLP thing isn't going to work well for them, so they're throwing that number on it, the maintenance number on it at 300% already, or B, they're expecting gamma. So something's going to happen here, and I think it's all good, looking good at the moment. We know the system's corrupt. I mean, I'm listening to somebody today. I watch the videos just like everybody else. I'm watching, and he's like, we gotta fight for the corruption. Well, yeah, we do, but you're acting like we didn't already know that. You know, that's why you won't ever see me getting excited saying, MMAT had a great day. We're up a whopping 1.5%. You're never gonna hear me say that because it's fucking stupid. Could be up 1.5% today and down 10% tomorrow, up 25% the next day. It's almost like they've taken away the buy and hold strategy because they just destroy supply and demand with all these naked shorts. I guess I was a little excited. I hope I didn't talk too fast for anybody. I'm gonna keep following the situation, man, and I'm gonna keep coming back. Every single freaking day that there's news, I'm gonna come back. So you guys keep your heads up. Keep your heads up, man. I'm not saying we're gonna beat the system, but I think that this particular issue may be our version of them skirting the system. I think we figured out the loophole against their loophole on this. Let's see how it goes, man. Berta seems pissed, and I love it. I love it. I think that's it. Update from DC. My friends from DC are in contact with a lawyer. They are basically in wait and see mode. They want to wait and see what happens with the company, wait and see what happens with their shares. Do they get real shares? What does the AST report look like? How many shares were issued? And then that would give ammo to go forward if necessary. So that's it for me. You guys leave some questions in the comments. I'd love to answer them tomorrow. And I'm going to keep doing the best I can and staying positive for you guys. Have a good night.